just talked to you a couple days ago about the fact that the country of Zimbabwe, despite printing money to the point that they destroyed a currency, is still dealing with deflation. Europe is on the same path. I have in front of me here an article that was published in The Independent, which is a UK publication. The headline says, "The one chart that shows the European Central Bank's money printing scheme is failing." Despite 800 billion euros of asset purchases, you want to know what asset purchases mean? That's simply money printing. By the central bank, the inflation rate in the Eurozone is still zero. Well, money printing never works. We know this historically. We can go back to John Law's France in the 1700s. We can go back to the Roman Empire. Time after time after time again, historically speaking, we know money printing has a 100% failure rate. It was no different in Zimbabwe. It won't be different in Europe or the United States either. I'll give you just a couple sentences from the article. Good news, prices are no longer falling in the Eurozone, but don't break the champagne. According to the European number crunchers, Eurostat consumer prices across the 19-nation bloc were flat on a year earlier in March. The inflation rate was zero. This means the Eurozone remains very much within the deflationary danger zone. The European Central Bank has been trying to break the grip of deflation, which can be lethal for economic growth on the bloc for more than a year now. To this end, Mario Draghi announced a major program to buy up Eurozone government bonds and company debt in January of 2015. So they've been printing now for going on 16 months. The central bank has been buying 60 billion euros per month in assets. What are they doing? They're printing 60 billion euros a month and basically adding it to the economy, trying to add liquidity to the economy, trying to add cash to the economy to avoid the symptoms of too much debt. That does not solve the structural problem of debt. It won't go away. When the money printing stops, the deflationary forces kick in again. It happens time and time again. It happened in Zimbabwe, and mark my words, it will happen in Europe as well, and it will happen in the United States. You need to protect yourself. You need to make sure that you put steps in place and protections in place in your portfolio to protect you from the deflationary forces of too much debt, and you need to have steps and portfolio strategies in place to protect you from a central bank gone wild. Make sure that you do use the two-bucket approach. If you've not yet gotten my book, New Retirement Rules, you can go to Amazon and get a Kindle copy for 99 cents. That's during this week's promotion, so I'd encourage you to do that. Best of luck and best wishes.